righty. Let's turn down the fucking volume on the video. Okay, yeah, we got a battle against bobnfishy, and if there is a man who deserves your sub, among quite a few other YouTubers, go check him out, alright? He's cool, and he's actually given me some nifty ideas, so I actually feel like I want to battle again. So thank you, Mighty Bob. He also sent me a team for you, and I used it, and it was pretty good. Anyway, like I say, I know someone kept asking us to battle. Here you go. Battle against Bob. So yeah. He's using a newly built team, and I'm using my sand team that normally would have Snorlax in it, but I changed Snorlax up for Chinchino, because, I don't know, felt like trying Chinchino out, you know. I love those chinchilla prostitutes, man, they're awesome. So yeah, he's going to out of Infernape, and I kind of figured he would, and I kind of figured that Chinchino would outspeed and I'd Tail Slap, and then he goes into Pharaoh, and then I learn why my idea is dumb. Because Tail Slap hits 5 times, which means I take 5 lots of Iron Barbs plus Life Orb, and that didn't go well at all. That was pretty fucking terrible. I think you'd all agree. Anyway, I don't want to be there anymore, so I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go into Tyranitar. I kind of figured he'd set up Stealth Rocks or anything, really, but he's going to go straight for a Power Whip, and that's fair enough. However, I am going to go straight for Stealth Rocks. I could have gone Fire Blast, and probably should, but I don't know. Looking at his team, I want, 25% on the Gira, and if, Smeagol's there, I'd rather it didn't randomly get a sash and annoy me. However, it doesn't look like it is sashed. In fact, it's quite a nifty set. Anyway, I'm going to go into Zapdos, and as usual, Zapdos picks up the rest of the team and is like, right, come on then, I'll win it for you, because Zapdos is so good. It just is. But he's going to go into a Latias, and his Latias is very cool, and is in fact the Pokemons that's given me some ideas, which is funny, because he got the ideas from a Starmie I used a long time ago. Anyway, he's going to go for Carmine, and I'm just going to go for a Roar, because I don't want to deal with Latias. I can't bring in Dogchio to kill anything, and it's just not fun. But in comes Pharaoh again, and I'm thinking, fuck it, I'm just going to go for a Heat Wave. Unfortunately, it DCs, but he does connect back, which is actually quite a useful feature. I can't think, who else should adopt this feature? A company whose Wi-Fi is particularly famed for not being that great in the 5th generation. God, what is their name? Is it Gibnando? No, I don't know, it'll come to me, but I'm sure you guys can figure out who I'm talking about. They really could use a feature where if you disconnect, then you can actually choose to reconnect. That'd be really useful! God! Anyway, good, well played for Showdown for actually having said feature. I do quite like that. But yeah, he is going to reconnect at one point. I was going to put this in a bit of a quicker speed, but bleh, Showdown's quick enough that I don't really need to speed it up. It's mainly just Wi-Fi battles. Anyway, I'll get onto his Latias since I have some time. Basically, his Latias is a Reflect type Latias. Anyone remember me old Reflect type Starmie? Well, he said that he watched that and he thought he'd give Reflect type a go. And you know what? I want to give Reflect type another go. Because it's awesome. And like one of the most underused, most amazing moves in the game. Be honest, how many of you have actually seen Reflect type used in a battle? Anyone? Didn't think so. Anyway, Pharaoh actually lives my Heat Wave, which is gonna happen, because, it's a Pharaoh! They never die, because they're dicks. And he's gonna switch out and go into Jolteon. I am not worried, okay? There are 2 guys I'm worried about on his, 3. The Infernape, the Gyarados, and the Smeagol. Everything else, Zapdos, is dandy. Even the Smeagol, depending on the set, Zapdos will laugh in its stupid face. In fact, to a certain extent, even the Infernape, really, unless it has Stone Edge or is Banded Flare Blitz, Zapdos just doesn't care. Because it's so good, and I'm going to use it in the next team I build, because, it's amazing. There were 2 Zapdos sets I like. I was telling Kode, it's this one and Physical. Physical Zapdos is God. Any of you ever use Physical Zapdos? It's brilliant. Anyway, back in comes the Latias again. It's just like, bleh, bleh. And I'm thinking, I feel like maybe going to Claydol. I need to get rid of the rocks at some point, but I kind of want to keep roaring the Latios out, because if it sets up, it's over. I've been in that position before. I've let a Latios set up and it sweeps me. But in comes Smeagol, and I'm thinking, right, if it's got Sport, the only thing I want to get put to sleep is Militech, so I can sleep talk and I can get things done that way. Unfortunately, his Smeagol was a bit cleverer than that, and it has Final Gambit, and it rapes my Militech, and that's not good. At all. At all. Unfortunately, he's going to go into Jolteon, and since I'm a derp at this game, I kind of figured that he'd predict the switch into Claydol or Dugtrio, but, I don't know. I was kind of stuck for options. I should have really just gone back into Zapdos. Zapdos is not threatened by Jolteon at all. But no, I went to Claydol hoping I could get a Rapid Spin off. Unfortunately, I'm a derp again, and I kind of figured that the switch to Zapdos at this point was so breathtakingly obvious that he would predict it. But no, he's going to stay and he's going to go Shadow Ball as I go Rapid Spin. And I'm like, I could have either gone to Cincino or Chinchino or Chinchilla Prostitute, but I didn't. Because I'm a dom, and that's what doms do. So down goes my Claydol, I lose my ability to Rapid Spin, and my Dugtrio has no Sash anymore, which is annoying, and Zapdos is also going to be at 75% coming in. But I'll deal. Again, Zapdos, not particularly worried. There is one really weird thing that happens to Zapdos in the battle, though. Really confused me. But we'll get to that. Anyway, Jolteon, quite low down. I'm thinking, since Dugtrio Sash is gone, we may as well send it in, see if we can get some shit done. I'm just going to go for a Sucker Punch. I think Jolteon outspeeds Dugtrio naturally, so didn't quite want to just go EQ there. But he's going to go into Latios, and I'm not going to sit there and die. So I figured, fuck it, I'll go into Cincino. He might not go Dragon Pulse, and I might actually be able to get somewhere. Oh, no, wait, no, I'll go into Militech. Oh, I wanted to get a Toxic, but there you go. Goes Reflect type, and now he is Water type. Zapdos would be brilliant, but I can't really get Zapdos in. I think part of the problem with Reflect type is it's amazing depending on what poke you use. Like I say, the reason it worked really well on Starmie is because Starmie was a utility poke. Whereas, you know, it had Rapid Spin, that was its whole point, and that's why you Reflect type on things like Pharaoh that would come in to try and kill you as you Rapid Spin. So, that's kind of it. I think I'll have to try jiggering around with my own Latios set, but that's kind of why it worked. But Latios, I don't know. He has, like I say, he's got, Reflect type, Calm Mind, Recover Dragon Balls? But I don't know. I was thinking maybe a Toxic set. I'll figure it out as I go. Anyway, here comes Cincino. I'm thinking I'm just going to go Tail Slap. I probably should have gone for Rock Blast, but at this point, I'm pretty sure Life Orb plus Sand is going to kill me because of the amount of Iron Barbs damage I took last time. In fact, at this point, Pharaoh comes pretty damn close to just killing me with Iron Barbs from my own Tail Slap. Which is, it makes sense, it's fair dues, but it's kind of evil, really. Fucking killing my own Chinchino with its own attack. It's quite ingenious. Anyway, it's 4 against 2. I've got Zapdos. Dugtrio, pretty much irrelevant at this point, unless I need to kill the Gyarados. But he's going to go into Jolteon, he's going to go Hidden Power Ice, I'm just going to roost it off, because I can. Because it's Zapdos, and Zapdos is too good in this game. With this set. Nothing else, though. I swear to God, man. Zapdos is one of the weirdest pokes I've ever used. Amazing in one hand, absolute frothing bollocks in the other. Anyway, I do manage to roost stall him out of Sand, and it kind of comes down to, if he goes into Latios now, I'm at a bit of a problem area. Not quite in the shitter, but I don't know, it's sort of, if he Reflect types my Zapdos, I'm golden. So if his Latios is against my Zapdos last, then I'm kind of might be okay. Sort of, not really, because he can Calm Mind, but I was kind of hoping that he'd Reflect type my Zapdos, and then I get to Stone Edge him to my heart's content. But it doesn't work out that way. Now here's the weird thing. It comes with Fernape. He's actually Life or Fire Blast. That's fair dues. It does, what is that, about 38-40%? So I T-Bolt and I nearly kill him. I think, fuck it, I'll roost off the damage. It's fair enough, it shouldn't be too bad. So I go for a roost, and his next Fire Blast does 60%. That's an insane amount of damage variation, I think you would all agree. That's just insane. How does it vary that much? So I was rather confused by that, but whatever, there you go. That's kind of how this shit works, I guess. In comes Gyarados. Now, this is kind of it. What I probably should have tried to do is roast stall it a little bit, but at the same time, I kind of just wanted to T-Bolt, get it dead, so yeah. But he goes Waterfall and he flinches, and that was kind of it. I think the thing is he would have won out with his Latios in the end, because he didn't have to Reflect type my Zapdos. But had he Reflect type my Zapdos, then yeah, Docho has field day from that point. But he gets the flinch, down goes Zapdos, and it kind of comes down to Docho can't win here. Because, yeah, I Stone Edge the Gyarados. I do kill it, but that's kind of because Sand Force, whatever. But like I say, after that, his Latios can then Reflect type the Dugtrio, and then I can't touch it. Sucker Punch won't do anything. Stone Edge is resisted, and it levitates over the EQ. So bobnfishy will win this game, mainly because I made some pretty awful plays, I think you'll all agree, like with the Chinchino, Tyranitar, the Claydol. The Melodic wasn't really my fault, I didn't really know what to expect. That's the problem with Smeargle, it's like Mew. Yeah, there are some standard sets, but you only really expect like one thing, which is Spore. That's all you really expect from a Smeargle. And maybe set up moves, but it varies a lot. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying at the start of the video, if anyone deserves, like, subs or views, bobnfishy, okay? He actually makes some really cool stuff. He just made that team, and a lot of it was quite, you know, ingenious and different. So, give him a look, alright? That's all I'm saying. I'm not, you know, I don't really plug that many people on my channel. I find it's better not to really advertise, but if there's a handful of people that I watch, and I think bobnfishy is one of the people who kind of deserves just you know, your views and your love. So go show some. Yeah, you're all cool people, you know. Anyway, I don't want to sound like too much of a kiss ass, but like I say, he actually has given me some good ideas, and I will go use them and make some cool sets, and I will try and have some fun at this godforsaken game. See, I tried doing a live thing earlier with the team that he messaged me, but it just didn't seem right. I'm in that kind of weird phase where I make a video and sometimes I don't know, I've gotten to the point where I feel like the quality that I upload is just piss poor, which is kind of the point. I don't really make high quality products, I prefer to do quantity. But, I don't know, I just haven't been particularly happy with my output, so that's kind of why most of it, or most of the .5s have disappeared. Anyway, I suppose this is a .5, and it was a good battle, I just played like Bob. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed. Good game, bobnfishy. Always a pleasure, good sir, to battle you. And, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Go show him some love. I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.